Are you looking at purchasing a property in the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho region and curious what the current market trends are? In this video, I will be going over the market trends for September 2024. Welcome back to my channel, Living North Idaho, where I discuss all things about real estate in and around Coeur d'Alene and living your best life in North Idaho. For the month of September, there were 455 homes that closed out in our entire MLS compared to 411 in September of 2023. 31% of those closed properties closed out as all cash, making that 140 homes. Now let's look at the breakdown for those cash sales for the price brackets they were in. 15 of them sold under $300,000. 50 of them sold between $300,000 and $500,000. 39 of those homes sold between $500,000 and $750,000. 17 homes sold between $750,000 and $1 million. 13 homes sold between $1 million and $2 million, and 8 sold for over $2 million. All of those were cash sales. The majority of the homes that sold between $400,000 and $499,000, which has been a trend we've been seeing in previous months. 46 homes sold for over $1 million in September compared to 49 in August. The price range with the most price changes was $400,000 to $499,000 with 108 properties, which is a different price range than the previous month, but $500,000 to $599,000 wasn't far behind with 86 home price changes. There are also a lot of price changes in homes that are priced over $1 million. Sales for the month of September were up 9.7% from the same time last year. The median sales price for September was $520,000, which was a decrease of $6,950 from the previous month, but a 1% increase over September of 2023 when it was $515,000. The median days on market for those closed properties was 78 days, and that has gone up from the previous month. For new construction, we still are able to find properties available around $400,000 and less, and there are still a lot of builders that are offering incentives to buyers. If you'd like a list of those builders that are currently offering incentives, please reach out. There are currently 3 active short sales in our MLS. So far in 2024, we have had 1 short sale that has closed, and there are currently 4 that are pending. There are currently 5 active REO or bank-owned properties available in our MLS. So far in 2024, we have seen 7 REO properties close, and there are currently 2 that are pending. For those closed properties, there were 32% of the sellers that offered some sort of concessions to the buyers in those sold prices. Now those concessions could be buy-down rates, they could be closing costs, just some sort of concessions that the sellers offered to the buyers. Now, September has always been a high month for expired listings, withdrawn, or canceled. And the reason behind that is most sellers in our area put their home on the market between March and the end of September because they want to sell when we don't have snow. So now that we're into October, those homes have come off the market. The good thing is the current inventory, you do know that those sellers want to sell their house and not just testing the market to see if they could get it sold. Now, for those closed properties, let's take a look at what percentage of those properties closed out and how long they were on the market for, and what percentage they ended up selling for from their original list price. So the breakdown for buyers is you don't have to be in such a rush. You do have time to look how much your payments are going to be, think about what offer you would like to make to the seller. Unless the property is priced at fair market value, then it may be a little bit sooner that you should get your offer in if the home just hit the market. If you're looking for a deal, look for homes that have been on the market 3 to 4 months. Based on the last slides, that shows that most of the sellers in that price range may be more willing to negotiate. And just remember, the further we get into fall and closer into winter, the more you may be able to negotiate on a seller if they want to get out of that property sooner than later. For a seller, make sure you price your home right from the beginning. This is not a market that you can test and see what you can get on the property. The longer your home sits on the market, the less a buyer is going to be willing to pay for it. And on the flip side, for a seller, the more we get into fall, the more we get into winter, some of those buyers do back off. And so you may have less showings, but do know that they are motivated buyers because they also are willing to move in the snow and winter time. One thing to keep in mind for sellers is make sure you are using an agent that uses professional photography. 97% of buyers start their search off on the internet. So you better make sure that the photos look great of your home or they're passing it by without even coming and taking a look at it. I often get asked, is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market? Now, that's a loaded question because it all depends on which price range you're interested in. So let's take a look at this chart that the MLS provides to us that breaks down all the different price ranges and tells us whether it's a seller's market, a buyer's market, or balanced inventory. Now, depending on the inventory that is currently available in that price range and how many of those properties are currently selling determines on which type of market it is. If you have any questions about the real estate market in the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho area, or are looking to purchase or sell a property, I would love to help you. Feel free to reach out at any time. My name is Amanda Cuspert. I'm with the Phoenix Agency.